Good morning, brothers. JK with PornReboot here, on my way back from the gym, about to start another awesome work day helping men end their out of control behavior with porn and masturbation. Today I'm going to speak briefly on mediocrity. Mediocrity. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But I was getting some messages in our implementation group, but I also see this in our public PornReboot group, where some guys ask questions such as, and they ask these questions repeatedly often. I have problems waking up early in the morning to do my routine. I have problems talking to women. I'm trying to put on muscle. I'm trying to become jacked. I'm trying to do better in my career and make more money. And I've seen that over the years, for some men, as you focus so much on trying to stop your behavior with pornography, right? When you use so much willpower, your focus is, I need to stop watching porn. I need to stop watching porn. I need to stop watching porn to control my masturbation or stop masturbating. You keep working against your brain. Your brain doesn't like you to work against it. You want to work with it. That's a whole different story. That's something we teach in the PornReboot system. But you keep putting so much willpower into that, and also so much energy, that you start believing that many things that you're struggling with in your life, waking up early, going to the gym, changing your body, managing your diet, building healthy, intimate, sexually exciting relationships with women, making money, generating wealth, you start feeling that somehow these things are connected to your addiction to pornography, right? And the truth is, for some men, it is. For some men, you are medicating a lot of your behavior with pornography. But it is impossible that every single one of your perceived shortcomings is because of your behavior with pornography. Unfortunately, when you consume all these stop vapping videos, right, and you listen to these influencers tell you that, oh, if you stop vapping, you're gonna get superpowers, semen retention, I'm a semen retention influencer, and this is all the amazing things that happen to you. You're like, bro, when you listen to guys like that, and they tell you that the solution to all your problems is semen retention or controlling your behavior with porn and masturbation, you have found a convenient excuse for your shortcomings. Men are shocked in my group when they come in and they ask a question like, how do I start going to bed on time? Because I always take my phone to bed, and in bed I always slip. And JK talked about this being a boundary that you kept crossing. What can I do? What is the technique I can use to stop doing it? The technique you can use is called grow the fuck up. That's what the technique is called. Some of you guys lack the most basic of discipline. The most basic of discipline. Guys say, oh, well, JK, you say you can't use willpower to quit porn. Well, I have no willpower. Like, dude, you have the willpower to watch this video till the end, even though I might be ranting and rambling and saying whatever the fuck I want to say for half of it, but you'll stay till the end of the video. You have the willpower to watch a shit ton of other videos. You have the willpower to shoot me angry emails and write in the comment section. You have the willpower to do all this research. You still wake up in the morning, right? You have the willpower to go behind your porn blocker or your filter and still find a way to watch pornography. You have the willpower to find the exact type of pornography that you're looking for. Shut the fuck up, right? Take a good look at yourself and look at the excuses that you're giving yourself. When we grew up, our parents were the ones who were in charge of keeping us accountable. We did not have self-accountability. When you were up too late, your parents would say, Johnny, get off your phone. I didn't have a phone growing up, but get off the fucking video game and go to bed. What happened when you kept playing video games late at night? What would your mom or dad say? They'd come in and say, if you don't get off that video game, I'm gonna take it away from you. And then you were trained to go to bed early, to wake up on time, to go to school, to study, to graduate, to get decent grades, and so on and so forth. But the moment you left your parents' house, if you have, or the moment you felt that you had some freedom, you suddenly decided that you were entitled to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do, which is fine. That's what we all did. We all were like, we're free, we're in college, we're in this, we're in that, we're living on our own right now. We'll do whatever we want to do. And there's a little bit of rebellion, and then suddenly most of us realize, okay, I need to have some controls over like what time I go to bed, you know, over my drinking, over certain things. I need to regulate myself because my parents were regulating me because I was a child. Now I'm an adult. I have to regulate myself. But some of you never learned how to do that. You just never did. And no one ever told you that you're fucking lazy. No one ever told you that you have no accountability. No one ever told you that you're acting like a child because you're already an adult. And time went on, you were also watching porn. And as you became an adult and you weren't going to bed early, you weren't working hard, you were skipping out on college, you were smoking weed, taking drugs, getting drunk, doing all kinds of stupid shit. All of this compounded in your life. And one day you woke up and you became an adult who was underachieving in everything. And I'm not talking about you being even a guy in your 30s. There are many of you who are like that. Just over between the ages of 16 to like 23, 24, you became a fuck up. Many of you carried it on into your later years. And then one problem rose above all the others. Your behavior with porn and masturbation. Because that's what you were using to cope with all these negative emotions that you were feeling, right? For all your shortcomings. And unfortunately, when you start listening to people who are trying to help you, these people tell you that it's that behavior that's the cause of everything. That you're gonna get superpowers and somehow fix all your problems. And I hate it. I hate that you're being lied to. It makes me angry. That's why sometimes I yell in these videos when I drive. That's why sometimes I know I hurt some of you guys' feelings. Because this is my 9th year coaching, man. This is going into my 13th year of freedom from porn and masturbation. I'm not a fuck up. I'm not a fuck up in my life. I was a fuck up. And I was headed to a very, very bad place. I turned my life around. And I want to tell you guys that, brothers, if you don't have the body you want, you're not dating the woman you want, or if you're single and dating around, you're not dating the caliber of women that you want to date. If you're always broke, if you are failing in your career, if you don't know what the fuck you want to do with your life, there's a very high chance that has less to do with your addiction to pornography and a lot more to do with certain decisions that you've made in your life. And you can still work on yourself. I don't care how old you are. It is not too late to start working on these things again. Yes, your behavior with pornography will try to derail you when you try to stay focused. But it is not stopping you. It is not holding you back from doing these things. While I was ending my behavior with pornography, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, JK, you are not a traditionally attractive man. You do not have attractive traits at this point in your life, but you want to have sex with attractive women. You need to change yourself. Some of you may feel that I'm talking about something that's very basic, but let's get real, brothers. Men have 3 very basic drives, all right? We have a drive to have sex with beautiful women. We have a drive to spread our genes. That's it. One of our big drives. We have a drive for power. Power could be power we have over other people, or it could just be physical strength, right? And in today's world, we also have a drive for money, which is also a drive for power. but it's a drive for wealth. And the reason why I say these things is because for most men, when you make money, when you're jacked, when you're strong, when you're with a beautiful woman, if you have those three things, you feel fucking amazing. Literally, your testosterone levels elevate because you have this shit in your life. In today's world, we need one more thing. And that one more thing that we need is self-awareness. Because we now live in a world where we have so much information coming in that we don't even know what it is that we want. You say that you want to be big and jacked, and there's somebody who's going to tell you otherwise, who's going to tell you don't need to be jacked to get girls, look at this person. Or somebody who's going to tell you you're narcissistic, or someone who's going to tell you that you're overcompensating, right? Or someone who's going to say, bro, can you fight, bro? Are those muscles useful? Right? If you have a drive for money, somebody's going to say that you're greedy, or that you're materialistic, or nobody needs all that money, right? Somebody's going to shame you for that, or tell you something about the rich getting richer or some sort of bullshit. If you want beautiful women, somebody's going to tell you that, oh my God, like why you focused on things like that, right? Why can't you just be focused and monogamous with one woman, right? Somebody's going to tell you that that's going to lead to sex addiction. If you go out there and you seek beautiful women, that's empty. I have never said that going after beautiful women to have sex with them is empty, because I did that for years. Shit, it was not empty. In fact, it set me up to be in the long-term relationship that I'm in right now. It's not empty. The people who are telling you it's empty are people who have not done it before, or they're people who fucked it up, right? They did it for the wrong reasons. That was the only thing they were doing. If the only thing you're doing is focusing on pursuing beautiful women and pursuing sex, you're doing it wrong, because you have to work on the other areas of your life. But self-awareness is important. When you're self-aware, you become very clear about what it is that you want at a certain point in your life. At a certain point in your life, you want these things. And many of you, brothers, to bring the point around to what I started with, many of you want and desire these things, right? And you have been repressing your desire for it, either because society, culture, whatever told you that you shouldn't have those things, or because you tried to go for these things and you failed and you gave up. And then you came to YouTube or whatever and you started listening to all these other guys who patted you on the back and said, it's okay, it's not you, it's just the fact that you're fapping. Your fapping behavior. I love the word fapping, it's funny. These guys tell you that that's the thing, that's the problem. But it isn't. The truth is that life is fucking hard, guys. You have a problem waking up in the morning? Get disciplined about it, right? Do what you have to do. What can I do? Put your fucking alarm clock across the room. Put a glass of water next to it. When your alarm goes off in the morning, you wake up and you're, oh, JK, but I won't go back to bed. I'll go back to bed after I turn off the alarm. I always do it. Listen, go there. Take that glass of water while the alarm is still ringing. Drink the full glass of water. Then turn off your alarm. Go back to bed if you want to. I guarantee you're going to need to wake up in a little bit to take a piss. You're done. You're done. You're not going back to sleep. It's over. That's one simple way. I could give you a whole bunch of other ways. Now, if your excuse is, I forgot, I didn't want to, then you're fucked. I can't help you. Nobody can help you. Right? JK, I want to date beautiful women. First of all, forget the porn thing. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself and ask yourself, well, how do I look? Am I taking care of myself, or am I just being myself? I looked at myself. I was like, man, being myself is not getting me laid. Women do not like this, right? Women like a certain type of man. In fact, let me get even more real. I'm black, right? What's the stereotype in America of black men? Do women typically, if you're just talking about sex, do they go for nerdy black men? No. There might be some women, but I wasn't going to spend my life looking for the woman who was into a nerdy black man, all right? I was a World of Warcraft beta tester, all right? That's how fucking nerdy I was. That's what I was spending my life doing. They were into guys who looked dangerous. They were into black men who were jacked. That is the truth, whether you agree with it or not. And that's how I got a lot of sex. That was one of the ways. That was how I became attractive. I couldn't be attractive in the way I saw a person of another ethnicity being. I had to look, become self-aware, not listen to some guy on YouTube telling me what to do, some pickup artist saying like, just be yourself, just peacock, just do this. Fuck all that shit. No semen retention, nothing. I just looked, observation, who are they fucking? And I became the guy they were fucking. Simple. Problem solved. Of course, there was a lot more that went into it. When it came to my finances, I was struggling. I couldn't pay my rent, right? I was calling my mom and asking for money, right? As a grown-ass man in my 20s because I couldn't make my rent. I was donating plasma to get money. I looked around and I was like, okay, so how are people making money, right? These other college students, this minimum wage thing is not working. Who are people who make money? Salespeople. They sell shit, they make money. Observation, self-awareness. It didn't matter that I was an introvert. It didn't matter that I didn't like selling. What mattered was that the pain of what I was missing in my life was causing me to view pornography, and I didn't want that pain anymore. So what did I do? I took a sales job. I also found out what sort of salesperson gets paid the most. Well, the type of salesperson who gets paid the most is the salesperson who sells on 100% commission, which means you don't get paid until you sell something. But if you sell something, they give you a percentage of it. And if you don't take a salary, you get a bigger percentage. So I found a company where if you sell their product, they give you 30 to 35% of it. So if I sold something for $100, I got $30. I was like, that's not bad. That means if I sell one thing an hour or multiple things in an hour, I can make more than $30 an hour. That's a lot more than everybody my age was making. And so that's what I did. I did it over and over and over and over again. I was like, how do people generate wealth? I looked, observed, self-awareness. I was aware of myself. I was aware of everything happening around me. I wasn't listening to all the shit that was going on around like many of you guys are, which is one of the things holding you back. What did I observe people doing? I observed people saving. They would save, and then they would invest. They were frugal for a certain amount of time, which now I don't really believe in, but back then I did, and no regrets. That's what I did. I saved, I invested. And I could go on and on about all the different things I did, but brothers, you get the point, okay? Don't deny the things that you want. Don't let society, don't let somebody on YouTube or anywhere else tell you what you want. Look into yourself and decide what you want. Don't make any excuses for it and go for it. It starts if you feel that you're a victim to your behavior with pornography. It starts by stepping away from that. Stepping away from the story you're telling yourself. That my anxiety, my depression every morning, my this, my that, my this, my that, all these different things are the things that are somehow holding me back. No, they are not. Now, let me make it clear as I end this video. This message is not for all of you, all right? There are legitimately some men who do need help, who do need therapy, who do need medication in order to wake up in the morning and do the most basic things. This is a fact. But in my years of doing this, the thousands of men that I and my team have spoken to and interviewed, the men who have been through our program, a large number of men, over 80%, or well over that, of the men who watch our videos, who consume my podcasts, who come through our groups, who come through our system, are not those men. They are men who live in a society where they have given in to what society tells them that they should do. And you have become mediocre. Pornography has become an excuse for you to further your mediocrity. All right? I spend a lot of time on my YouTube channel talking about all the different things that you can do to end your behavior with pornography. And I'm pretty damn good at it. I know it, I understand it. But at the same time, I have no need to do that. I guess my point is that there's some people who feel the need to tell you that you need to quit porn in order to get all these things in life. No. All right? Some basic things, start working on them. All right, brother, so that's it. That's my rant, all right? I don't rewatch my videos, so, and I actually don't really apologize for anything I put out there. I feel like this one may have been a little bit out there, but at the same time, it is what it is. I hope you got the message. Later on this week, I'll be putting out some more videos that are directly related to porn addiction. Okay? Well, I appreciate you guys. I'm JK, your brother in the struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And whenever you get a chance, if you want some real recovery tips, techniques, and advice, go ahead and join our free Facebook group. All right? We've got accountability there. We've got guys who are serious about ending their out of control behavior. I also want to tell you that you may not get into the group. We do screen every single person who puts in a request. My team goes through your profile. We have certain criteria. The criteria is listed there on the Facebook page before you get in. If we don't let you in, it's fine. You can keep watching the videos. You can keep listening to the podcast, but I appreciate you guys. There's a link to join in the description of the video below. Bye.